Mountain Radio World, and welcome to my review for Doctor Who, The Day of the Doctor, the 50th anniversary special. Just finished watching it and holy fuck, I'm physically speechless. What a fantastic special, absolutely loved it. Wow, this episode has completely reshaped all future Doctor Who stories now. The main purpose of the Doctor Who story now is completely revamped, redone. It's just completely exploded. I knew Stephen Moffat can do some good writing when he's actually focused, and I think he's played all his aces in this one episode. And in all fairness, fair play, mate. Fantastic, just a fantastic, little tribute to 50 years of time and space with the Doctors, and did a couple of things here and there which I really wasn't expecting, a lot of cameos, a lot of good acting, a couple of twists and turns, just some really, really cool Doctor Who good stuff, some good timey-wimey stuff. So let's talk about The Day of the Doctor. The storyline for The Day of the Doctor follows, of course, Matt Smith. He has to investigate a painting that is basically got shattered glass all over it. He goes to this kind of secret bungalow underneath the actual London Gallery, and he discovers a time portal. Something has opened, and he goes through it, and he meets his previous self, David Tennant, and he meets the War Doctor, John Hurt's version, and of course they have to investigate and do why they're there, why they're all here, and at the same time there's been an Azarian invasion of taking over certain people within kind of the Victorian England, especially Queen Elizabeth I, for instance, and linking to the future. The storyline I felt was excellent. I mean, Stephen Moffat has also completely revamped the show now. He's given it a different purpose from 2005, season 1. It's done something very, very clever, and I'm glad they actually managed to get some balls and do something a little different. And they did a couple of things here and there. I love the fact they had all the Doctors, all the 13 Doctors at the end of it, saving Gallifrey. I love the fact that this has been a constant thing between season 1 and, of course, season 7. The idea that the War Doctor, the one that destroyed both planets of Gallifrey and Skaro, and of course he's been a very shell-shocked Doctor. Since then that's always been some constant theme about all the Doctors, of course within Chris Eccleston and David Tennant, of course Matt Smith, and the fact they kind of rewrote time and space and history to give him the chance to actually save his planet, to save Gallifrey and make it look like it got destroyed, I felt was absolutely genius. And the fact that the show now is basically going after his planet, trying to find where Gallifrey is now, he needs to try and find it. Absolutely love that. That is genius. I mean, it's just so clever, and having all the Doctors, at the end of it, and having a brief cameo from Peter Capaldi's the 12th Doctor, absolutely fantastic. And of course you got all the others, William Hartnell, Patrick Troughton, all the others there, all the TARDISes saving Gallifrey, and of course you would, wouldn't you? I mean, you've got a chance to save your planet, you're going to take it, and I love that. I want to say, bouncing off all the Doctors, they've got 3 Doctors in this special. Of course, John Hurt, David Tennant, and Matt Smith. I felt them bouncing off each other was really, really funny. I love John Hurt's kind of, very grumpy old kind of guy, very straightforward-minded in saying, it's timey-wimey, are you serious, kind of thing like that. And he's just, it's interesting to kind of, pass judgment on his future selves. I think that was quite funny. It's like, why are you acting like childish? Was there something wrong by being grown up? I love that. And of course you got David Tennant and Matt Smith bouncing off each other, take the piss out of each other with their sonic screwdrivers, and kissing an alien and all that type of thing. I think the jokes were really well done, well places. Glad to see Clara, his character, done a little bit more. One of the things I was disappointed about season 7 is they didn't really use it properly, I don't think. This one I felt she was a bit more of a worthwhile companion. I felt some good scenes, good emotional scenes, especially towards the end. I love the fact, she can't imagine Matt Smith's Doctor, destroying Gallifrey, being the fact the Doctor means saving planet, saving people, and that type of thing. And the fact that there were 3 Doctors and it gave them the opportunity to save the planet. I love the fact that they linked that to Bad Wolf. First season onwards, Rose Tyler, fantastic. Billy Piper's role in this one was a little different. I kind of was expecting it in some ways, because from the trailers and promotional stuff, they didn't seem that David Tennant and Rose together. I love the fact that the actual device, this actual kind of ancient, Time Lord technology, was, showing a beam of Rose Tyler's, future. Someone that the Doctor would really care for and really respect, and I love the fact they mentioned that, and it makes sense. Bad Wolf is everywhere. Bad Wolf is out for in time and history. always helping the Doctor as he can, and I really loved the idea of that. So Billie Piper did a really good job in this. I felt they used her role a bit more smartly than I was expecting, in all fairness. I felt John Hurt was fantastic. I felt a lot, he definitely stole a lot of the scenes just by his presence and the way he looked, and he's got that kind of that, he's seen it all in his face. I love the idea of that. So he definitely stole a lot of the good scenes, I think, for sure. David Tennant was pretty good as well. He was pretty funny. He was just supposed to be David Tennant, and of course they went out with the line like, you know, I don't want to go. That was a good, clever line. Linking it back, and they did just a couple of like, lines from the old show, like reverse the narrative, the neutron flow, which was always a line from there. Of course, John Pertwee's Doctor, which I thought was quite clever. Matt Smith, good performance yet again. All Doctors did a really good job. I felt, of course, David Tennant and John Hurt with a bit more, shined a little bit more, I think, just with the fact that, you know, the past Doctors and John Hurt's a new Doctor we haven't seen before, and, you know, but I think they did a good job. I think Matt Smith did a really fantastic job in this as well, and I love the fact that he knows what he's doing now with his future. He knows where he needs to go, he knows what he needs to do, and I love that. That is such a, get in there, yeah. Especially I love the fact that they mention certain things like Trenzalore, and, you know, the fact that something is coming later on, in a sense, the Silence will fall, and the fall of the 11th, ooh, that's coming soon. I love the fact that they showed that in the end of the episode. I love the fact that they opened the actual episode with, of course, the original Doctor Who title cards from the 60s. I thought that was quite clever, and yeah, I mean, there's not much. To be honest, I could go on hours talking about this episode and how much good it was. I think the creatures are done well, good posing villains. There's some very funny scenes. Acting was top notch. They did something very daring and ballsy for a storyline and changed the history of Doctor Who. Now, every future seasons now, it's going to be completely different. The idea of trying to find, you know, his planet. It's come like a bit like Red Dwarf now in this sense, a little bit. I thought that was quite clever. A good cameo from, of course, Tom Baker, the fourth Doctor. I thought that was quite clever, good little cameo there. And they ended it really well with all, you know, 11 Doctors, you know, standing looking at the planets and thinking, you know, we will find it, we will, you know, new purpose. And I really loved that. I thought that was really clever. So I look forward to seeing where they take the show next. And of course, at Christmas, Matt Smith's final appearance as the Doctor, and I'm curious to see what they do with it. And, you know, good stuff. There's not much more I can say. Definitely worth the wait. It's been good build up. Good stuff. Stephen Moffat, you did not disappoint me. Love to know your opinions, guys. Comment down below. That's been my review for Doctor Who, The Day of the Doctor, 50th anniversary special. What do you think? Comment down below. In the meantime, this is Andrew from Game TV, signing out.